Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It always feels so good to be welcomed into your homes to bring you such amazing music. So tonight we have the blues. You know how I feel about the blues. I did not discover this woman. She's been around for, I'd say, a few thousand years because of her old soul. But she's so young at heart that you can't help but dance to what she does. And you can't help but smile because of the love that is between her and her guitarist. They're both amazing. They have a band together with some other members. They just chose to come in and play together today, called Miss Marci and the Lovesick Hounds. I met these two out and about, but Miss Marci had gone in to do an interview on WCNI with Allie on Morning Mojo. If you don't know about that show, that's on Tuesday mornings from 9 to noon. You can check that out at WCNI. But I couldn't believe the words coming out of this woman's mouth. She was so real and so down to earth and so full of life and vitality that I had to find her up. So I called the station. I'm like, I need to interview her too. And she came into another station that I was working at the time and did an interview, and we fell in love. She brought me a really nice little gift that had to do with my hair, and that was cool. But tonight, her and her beloved are going to perform for you, and I hope that you'll enjoy them. The blues don't get much better than this. Welcome. And I'm going to use the big name, Miss Marci and the Lovesick Hounds.
Hey, thank you. You ready, honey?
I'm ready.
All right. What are we going to do? We're going to get the fever.
We're going to get the fever.
Yeah, baby. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you wrap your arms around me, I get a feeling that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, and fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime and the moon lights up the night. Oh, but I light up when you call my name. I know you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever when you kiss me, and fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started a long time ago. Now, for example, Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he'd wrap his arms around her, she'd say, Romeo, you're my flame. Thou give us fever. When we kiss it, fever with our flaming youth. Fever, I'm a fire. Fever, I burn forsooth. Oh, burn it, baby. Captain Smith and Pocahontas, they had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, She said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare. He gives me fever when he kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, I'm his missus. So Daddy, won't you treat him right? Treat me right, Daddy. Listen to my story, and here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you the fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. You get the fever when you kiss them, fever if you live and learn. Fever till you sizzle, what a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Whoa. A lovely way to burn. What you doing with me? Tell me, baby, what you doing with me? What you doing with me? Ooh, baby, what you doing with me? You don't want my loving, so why don't you leave me be? Say what you doing with me? Tell me, baby, what you doing with me? What you doing with me? Ooh, baby, what you doing with me? You don't want my loving, so why don't you leave me be? You're always flirting and winking at every pretty gal in town. Yeah, you're always flirting and winking at every pretty gal in town. But you ain't no leading man. You ain't nothing but a two-bit clown. You make my green eyes green when I see you carry on like that. Yeah, you make my green eyes green when I see you carry on like that. You proved you ain't domesticated. You ain't nothing but a stray tomcat. So what you doing with me? Tell me, baby, what you doing with me? What you doing with me? Ooh, baby, what you doing with me? You don't want my loving, so why don't you leave me be? Oh, go ahead, leave me be, baby. All my food, you spend all my bread, you mess up my house and then you mess with my head. You say that I'm yours, but then you claim you ain't mine. Seems to me, baby, you're just wasting my time. So what you doing with me? Tell me, baby, what you do with me. You don't want my loving, so why don't you leave me be? Yeah, now what you doing with me? Tell me, baby, what you do with me? Ooh, what you do with me? Ooh, baby, what you do with me? You don't want my kissing, you don't want my hugging. Seems like I'm missing a whole lot of loving. So why don't you just go on, leave me be? Oh, go ahead and leave me be, baby. Thank you so much. All right. That was an original. Of course, the first one was a classic. Peggy Lee, one of my faves. I love Peggy Lee. I was raised up on that kind of blues growing up, and then graduated to the real unadulterated stuff. And a long time ago, I wrote a song called Cheap Talkin' Blues. We're not going to do that one tonight, but this song, Lovesick Hound Dog Blues, actually is the origin of the name of our band, the Lovesick Hounds. And I wrote this song, this other song that's very much like this one. I played it for Muddy Waters. And he said, "That's the blues, woman. You keep writing them like that. That's the blues." So I wrote this song. You've been sniffing on my trail like some old lovesick hound. I tried to push you away, oh Lord, but you just keep coming around, oh baby. Don't you come round no more. Don't need no lovesick hound, always sniffing round the door. You know I got a man, you got your woman too. So tell me, baby, what is it you're trying to do? Oh, baby, don't you come round no more. Don't need no lovesick hound, always sniffing round the door. Aw, you old hound dog. Ow! Don't you come to my house, don't even walk down my street. Go to the other side of town, baby, if you're looking for some little bitch and heat. Oh, baby, don't you come round no more. No more, baby, no more. old lovesick hound, always sniffing round my door. Hey, thanks for the clap. You said I could say anything I want. Don't let this tongue off its leash, I'll tell you. Oh, man.
We love you, Marci.
Hey. Uh-oh. Okay, and we'll get another one now. This actually is not an original, but it's not a song that I believe is widely published. It was written by a guy in a band that I almost joined. He said, learn this song, and there was another one, and I learned it, and I still play it. I like this song. It's called Date with Loneliness. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So pretty, I'm gonna wear my finest toes. I'm gonna put on my reddest lipstick. I'm gonna paint my fingers and toes. I go out and buy me a pretty red dress, 'cause I've got a date with loneliness. I'm gonna fix the finest dinner, complete with candles and wine. Yes, I'll bring out my special china. I want my table to look so fine. He'll be here soon, he knows my address, 'cause I've got a date with loneliness. Just last week I had a steady guy, but he didn't want me no more. So Mr. Lonely came and stepped right in. Now he's knocking at my door, and now the music's playing softly, and the lights are dimmed down low. No, well, we don't have much in common, but then it's better than being alone. He doesn't like to talk much, I confess, but I've got a date with loneliness. Play it, Jim. Last week I had a steady guy, but he didn't want me no more. So Mr. Lonely came and stepped right in. Now he's knocking at my door, and now the music's playing softly, and the lights are dimmed down low. No, well, we don't have much in common, but then it's better than being alone. He doesn't like to talk much, I confess, but I've got a date with loneliness. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. All right. We're gonna work our bone, right? We're gonna work the,
What?
yeah, we're gonna work that bone.
Oh, baby.
We're gonna work that bone. We'll talk about that bone stuff.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
All right, this, well, if you listen to the words, it'll explain itself. Ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, when it's sliding in and out, makes me want to scream and shout, work that bone. Where daddy worked that bone. Wish I could play that slide trombone myself. Well, you might like the things I do, but Mr. Trombone Man, I envy you, 'cause you can work that bone. Where daddy worked that bone. Wish I could play that slide trombone myself. Yes, he slides in and out, in and out, in and out, and the music notes go up and down, up and down, up and down, and the dancers spin round and round, round and round, around and round. Take it for a spin, baby. Yes, he slides in and out, in and out, in and out, and the music notes go up and down, up and down, up and down, and the dancers spin around and round, round and round, round and round. Well, if you didn't really listen to the song, you might have gone and judged me wrong. I'm talking about the slide trombone, y'all. Go on and work that bone. Wish I could play that slide trombone myself. Yes, I wish I could play that slide trombone myself. Well, I wish I could play that slide trombone myself. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Now, well, speaking of that, you want to whip out your Johnson?
Oh, baby, hold it. Wait, no, wait a minute.
You know, it just gets sicker and sicker and
I know, huh?
Hey, a sick mind is a terrible thing to waste.
That's
especially
true.
in this world.
Amen, that is so for sure. I gotta have me a sip here.
Sippy,
Water.
Sippy, sippy. Water is good. Water
My
is good.
drinking problem right here, water.
Yeah, my drinking problem too. Actually, I got the same drinking problem you do. Mine just happens to be in a different container.
That's right.
What?
We know about different
Water is good for
containers.
us, isn't it?
Very good.
And after 20, 30 years, you get used to drinking just that.
There you go, after a while. Okay, now. This is my husband and his Johnson.
I know, huh?
All right, camera, can you zero in on the name of the neck of his guitar there, his resonator? Can you zero in on that? Come on, close up, you see what it says? It's not just a Johnson, it's a big Johnson.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
It's a big Johnson. It sure
Now I
is.
know why she fell in love with you.
Oh, I know, huh? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Got everything to do with that jitney. This is not a children's show, by the way.
Oh, I kind of figured
We're
that.
on at 10 o'clock at night. So
Okay,
any kids that are up now, their parents want them to see the show.
okay, that's
And they
good.
know that sometimes grandma's mouth
Things
is,
get a little,
yeah,
yeah,
grandma's mouth is never under control.
get a little out of control, yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we
But
take the
having you
bridle
here-
off that
Having
tongue.
you here, we are in deep poopy. Woohoo! Woo!
Tell me when you got your Johnson ready, honey.
You get that Johnson
Get
going,
that Johnson good and ready.
It's ready.
Now, the tuning that he's using is something that Muddy Waters showed me years ago, and I passed it on to him. It's called G tuning. G tuning. And one night we were playing somewhere. We had just bought this, me and his boys. We just bought that guitar for him, that resonator. And we went to take a break. As a matter of fact, where is he? Brian was there, and Nancy, and Lorraine, some friends of ours. And I said, we're going to take a little break and stick around because my husband might show you his Johnson. Of course, we got a big snicker out of that one from the people that were listening. And I said, oh, there's a song in there. And this is the song. Play it, baby. It's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. To what I'm gonna sing, gonna tell you about a very special thing. Yes, I'm crazy about his Johnson. Well, I'm mad about his Johnson. I'm so wild about his Johnson resonator guitar. Well, I wake up feeling happy every single day. I know my baby's Johnson will be ready to play. Yes, I'm crazy about his Johnson. Well, I'm mad about his Johnson. Oh, I'm so wild about his Johnson resonator guitar. Don't get the wrong idea when I say what's on my mind, but he could make it his career. 'Cause an instrument that wonderful is hard to find, and vice versa. Stay on the shelf, satisfies me so completely. It's enough to make this Baptist girl bless herself. Well, I get a feeling that's so grand when he puts his Johnson in my hand. Yeah, I'm crazy about his Johnson. Well, I'm mad about his Johnson. You know I'm just wild about his Johnson resonator guitar. I'm wild about his Johnson resonator guitar. I'm so wild about his Johnson resonator guitar. Thank you.
Thank you.
You like his Johnson? I do too.
Oh, baby.
Now he's got to get his little pickup thing. Oh, his
No, I got to get it.
capo, I mean. Capo.
I know.
There's a little song that goes with this.
I know that song.
You know that?
song?
Yes, this is the song that
I know
Mr.
the song.
Jack
I can sing along with it.
always asks. Oh, yeah, please
I'd love to.
join in with the chorus.
I will.
See, now this song.
Absolutely not. You're not getting me on a mic, but I'll sing over here quietly.
Okay.
Do not put a camera on me. Don't do it. That's it.
me tell you a little story behind this song. A few years back, I entered a contest, Connecticut Blues Society, with the keyboard player that we had at our band at the time. And we made it to the semifinals. We won the semifinals. Very, very exciting. The problem was the next morning, I had to get up and pretend I was normal and work that 4-letter word. I was kind of tired. I went to make some tea. I thought the water was hot enough. It wasn't. I made a kind of sigh of exasperation. My hubby Jim here said, "What's the matter, baby?" I said, "Oh, damn, I thought the water was hot enough, but it wasn't. I was trying to make some tea." He said, "Well, honey, I guess you better put it back in." I said, "Don't you be talking like that to me. Don't be talking dirty now. I got to go to work." Well, on my way to work, I started brainstorming about things that, might have to be put back in to get them hot enough. And the kind of job that I do is kind of unusual. I worked at Connecticut College at the time, and I was sitting for a portrait class for painting. And that means I have to sit there and stare at the same spot on the wall for about 3 hours. Not move my eyes, not move my head, not move my body. Of course, you get a break, but, you still got to stare at that same spot on the wall, and it's kind of boring. So I started batting ideas around in my head. On my break, I grabbed a piece of paper, a little scrap newsprint, a chunk of charcoal that somebody had dropped on the floor, and I scribbled out some words. And this is the song I came up with. It's called "Wasn't Hot Enough." I had to wait for Dot to get her butt back in here, girl, because you're going to sing on the chorus, right? You're going to sing along with me on the chorus? Yeah. All right. Well, my man made me a breakfast of eggs and ham, put some bread in the oven for toast and jam. But can you imagine how bad he felt when his loaf wouldn't make my butter melt? Wasn't hot enough. Oh no, it wasn't hot enough. He couldn't make my butter melt, had to put it back in the oven, that is. I planned an afternoon barbecue, some baby back ribs and my main man too. He took the meat out the grill, the thermometer deep, anticipating a tasty treat, but it wasn't hot enough. Oh no, no, it wasn't hot enough. Gotta have my meat real hot, had to put it back in the pit, that is. You're gonna play some Pick It, baby. Tried to make a big hot pot of tea for a cozy night with my man and me. Put the water in the kettle, put the flame up high, but though the whistle went off, I came up dry. It wasn't hot enough. Oh no, no, it wasn't hot enough. I gotta have it hot and wet, had to put it back in. Oh no, no, it wasn't hot enough. I said it wasn't hot enough. Gotta have it hot and wet, had to put it back in. Oh, it got so hot, Lord have mercy. Woo! You like that?
I love that song.
Thank you. How close? Oh, great. Hey, how close are we to
You
finish?
can come over whenever you want. Do one more song and come and play.
Maybe,
with me.
okay.
I think that's
Oh.
a scratch.
I'm
We'll
trying to
do
get
that.
us up on Facebook, but I keep getting
I'd rather do it. You
interrupted.
got the scratch. What do you want to do?
You wanna
You got my mojo?
You want to switch over to your guitar?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let one of these guys play that.
Which mojo we're gonna do? We're gonna do Muddy's or we're gonna do ours?
Yours.
Mine, okay.
Yeah.
I like
Everybody-
working my
everybody
mojo.
does mojo. Listen, everybody does mojo work. Everybody. I don't know a band that's a blues band that doesn't do it, but when people do it their own way.
No, it's a different song entirely.
Oh, well.
It's a
then
different song
shut me
entirely.
up.
And I'll tell you what, I got the inspiration from, of all places, a Cosmopolitan magazine, okay? I couldn't believe it. I got this Cosmo, and I'm looking at the things, you know, the little things that they have on the front cover there, you know, how to do things on your head and stuff. Anyway.
Oh, you are a pervert.
All those funny things, you know. Anyway, one of the things was how to work your own mojo. I said, shit, I can do that. I can work my own mojo.
Yeah, without instructions, thank you.
There you go. Thank you very much. And I thought about it, and I went to sleep. Oh, and at that time, we were going to open for and back up Pinetop Perkins at a club in the area. And if you that don't know who Pinetop Perkins is, Pinetop Perkins is an old blues man. God rest his soul. He passed away a few years ago. But he was amazing. And he was a ladies' man, a flirt, a real serious flirt. Would say things, you know, off the cuff. And he flirted with everybody. And anything that was female, you know, if you had a space where he had a place, he'd flirt with you. All right? And you think about that.
I know, huh? He's from
Anyway,
Chicago, you know.
A
So.
space where you got a place?
I got a space, he got a place. You see what
There
I'm
you go.
talking about,
I
baby?
can't stand it.
He used to come stay with us, and
Yeah?
we'd make sure that he got off the plane, and he stayed with us, and we'd make sure he got back on the plane when he needed to, right?
You know, I wish
Yep.
I could have hung out with you guys both back in the
Oh, man.
We'd have had so much fun. I'd have learned so much back then, and I might not have gotten in so much trouble.
I don't know. Pinetop could get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, huh?
But he said a couple of lines to me that I thought were really cute. I said, someday I'd like to put those words in a song. Would that be okay with you? And he said, sure, go right ahead. So I filed those words away. I don't know, I probably scribbled them on a napkin or a matchbook cover or something. And just before we were going to open for Pinetop, I had a dream, and I dreamt this song. And I remembered it when I woke up. Amazing.
Those things happen.
When that happens, it's just incredible. If you've ever had like a brilliant idea in your sleep in a dream, and you wake up and you go, oh my God, that's brilliant. And then like a nanosecond later, it's like, oh shit, what was that? What was that brilliant idea? I just dreamt the cure for cancer, and now I can't remember it or something, you know. So anyway, but I remembered the song, and I got up and I played it. And the words just came out, and I incorporated Pinetop's words that he had said to me in this song too. So it was perfect, because it was the first time we played it in public was when we opened up for Pinetop Perkins. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. So let's, without further ado, work my mojo. You can sing along on this one too if you want to, Dot. I sing, I'm gonna work my mojo, and he sings, she's gonna work her mojo. That's the call and response. Like the original mojo, you know, but different. Same but different. Okay, we ready, kids? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna work my mojo till you're right here by my side. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna work my mojo till you're right here by my side. run, baby. Ain't nowhere to hide. I'm gonna make you mine. I'm gonna use every trick that I can. I'm gonna make you mine. I'm gonna use every trick that I can. I'm gonna use my black cat bone in my mojo hand. I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my mojo,
Gonna
baby.
work her
I'm
mojo.
gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
Ain't nowhere to run, baby. Ain't nowhere to hide. I'm gonna get you by my side. Wow! Well, you're as sweet as sugar, and I ain't even tasted you yet. That's what Pine Top used to say. Well, you're as sweet as sugar, and I ain't even tasted you yet. And then he'd say, I want to make you my honey. You're as sweet as you can get. I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
Work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
Ain't nowhere to run, baby. Ain't nowhere to hide. I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
I'm gonna work my
Work her mojo.
Gonna work my mojo.
Gonna work her mojo.
Ain't nowhere to run, baby. Oh, ain't nowhere to hide. Oh, yeah.
The quicker the better. Okay, so we are, as always, running out of time. So I'm going to go over something really, really, really quick. We have a really great community situation happening. We've got a movie being made called East Side Zombie. It's an anti-bullying campaign movie being filmed right here in New London and in southeastern Connecticut, focusing on people with autism and other disabilities. East Side Zombies is casting extras for a courtroom scene. Filming Friday, April 22nd, 1 through 5. They are looking for zombies and zombie slayers. I want to be a zombie slayer. Zombies will be meeting earlier at 11 a.m. at St. James Episcopal for makeup. And they are asked to wear clothes as if they were attending court. The zombie slayers, the bad guys, to meet on the set at New London Town Hall, dressing in casual, tough guy, girl, biker type. I got that one. Contact Lee Howard at kleehoward@gmail.com or Edwin Neves, Nieves, at Lincoln281@live.com. Listen, get down there. They're still there. Listen, go down to the Hygienic. Hygienic is getting things ready for the Bizarre Bazaar, which is the on-the-street thing that happens during the Sale Fest. And if you want to have a booth and you're an artist, the Bizarre Bazaar is the place to do it. If you want to come out and be a zombie slayer with me, I'm going to put on my big bad biker clothes. And Marci, we want to talk, and while Jim's getting here. So
honey.
first thing I want to talk about, because I want to make sure you're going to do a benefit
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick. Where is it?
Okay, it's going to be at the Groton Elks Club,
Yep,
Groton, Connecticut.
yep, right
And-
here, right across the bridge.
Yeah, right in the hood.
Right in the hood.
That's a good thing. And Tank is,
Yep.
running.
He's a local wrestling kind dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude too.
I don't know him by Tank, but yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
And it's April 30th.
Yep.
Which happens to be the day that Muddy Waters passed. So we'll be doing it in his memory.
Now you were pretty close with Muddy Waters.
Yes.
If you want more
Yes.
information on the benefit, where should you go? And then we're going to talk about you guys.
Okay. Look for Crush Cancer Benefit on Facebook.
Crush Cancer Benefit on Facebook, okay? Now we're going to talk about these guys.
Congrats.
So you were really good friends with Muddy Waters. You did a
Yeah.
lot of stuff with him.
Yeah. It was kind of a chain reaction where how I met him.
Yeah.
Okay, I met Jimi Hendrix in 1968 on the Ides
How does
of
that
March.
feel to be able to say that today?
Wow. Oh, I don't know. I've got mixed emotions about it because I think about where he was coming from, that he was manic depressive, he self-medicated.
A lot.
A lot.
But didn't we all back
Whole
then?
lot. But no, I've never seen anyone take LSD as much as this man did.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
he had himself a little dropper bottle with liquid acid in it.
Wow.
And he would squeeze the dropper and he would not even look at what went into the dropper. He would squirt it in his mouth. And when he got to the point, because the dropper doesn't go all the way to the bottom of the bottle, when it got to that point, he'd fill it with water, slosh it around, drink it, fill it with water again, do the dropper, to
Okay.
rinse out the dropper and drink that.
Okay, so that's a sad thing, but he was an amazing musician and changed the face of music as we know it.
And an incredible person, a really
Right.
nice
A
guy.
really
When I
great
met
guy.
him, a friend of mine, Neil McPhail, he was the head of the Student Activities Board at Clark University. He told me that they were going to have Jimmy playing there, and I was all excited. So he said, you got to have that day off. I was in an all-female band, the Broad Explosion. And then some people made a noise about, it not sounding so nice and ladylike. So the manager changed the name to the Peppermint Conspiracy. He said, is that sweet enough for you? But, I mean, really, gag. But I liked Broad Explosion better.
Me
but I
too.
digress. Anyway, so
Yeah,
I made
because
arrangements.
we're running out of time.
I made arrangements to have that night off, and I fell asleep waiting for Jimmy. And he walked up to me. I was sitting over near the stairway that went up to the dressing room. Didn't know, but he tapped me on the shoulder and he goes, "Hey, what you doing?" And I was like, I looked up. I said, "Oh, it's Jimmy." I'm thinking to myself, "Shit." And I said, "I've been waiting for you." He said, "Well, I'm here. Let's go upstairs and smoke a joint." I'm like, "Okay." I'm all for that. I'm up for
Okay,
that.
so we go from there to Muddy's Waters.
Yeah, now Muddy. So Jimmy introduced me to Buddy Guy.
I have him on my list too. Look, I do. I've got Muddy Waters, Jimi Hendrix, and Buddy Guy written down.
Okay, so I met Buddy Guy through Jimmy, and there was this huge blues festival in Providence, Rhode Island for the bicentennial. And Buddy was there, and it was close enough to his birthday. I made him a guitar-shaped cake.
Nice.
And I brought my guitar with me, my acoustic, which is a story in itself. We'll go back to some other time. But I brought the guitar with me to this concert, and Buddy was playing it backstage. And Luther Guitar Jr. Johnson from Buddy's band, Muddy Waters band, and he walked by and said, "Buddy, where'd you get the guitar?" He says, "Oh, it's not mine, it's hers." Oh, so he starts being a little flirty, but he's loving the guitar. So he said we should jam. So we made arrangements to jam the next morning before they left.
Yeah.
And he said, "You should ask Muddy if you can sit in with him." I was like, "No, I can't do that."
Right?
Petrified, absolutely.
Right?
Totally intimidated, like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Absolutely intimidated. So, sorry about the mic thing. Anyway, so he said he was going to take care of it. I'm thinking he's going to ask for me. He walks me over to Muddy, who's sitting in the van waiting to go. And he said, "Muddy, this woman's got something to ask you. I got to go do something." I'm there.
I'd have crapped.
Oh, and I stuttered and stammered. I couldn't say anything. And he looked me in the eye and said, woman, you got something to say, spit it out. I'm like, oh, Lord, you know. I was so scared. I said, well, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to say it. I got to say it fast. So I said, well, Junior wants me to ask if I can sit in with the band. And he looked me in the eye, and he looked me over, and he looked me up, down again. He said, honey, you can sit in on anything of mine.
Honey, you can sit on anything of mine. I love that line.
Lord
Maybe
have
I'll use it.
mercy.
So now I want to get to some more personal stuff. Where'd you pick up this looker?
Oh, this guy.
Well, because he's been your primary guitar player for a long time now.
Yeah.
How long
over
have you-
20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
over 20 years. Yep.
Yeah. Huh?
Where'd you find him?
Oh, I was hosting a jam session, and he wandered in. You can tell the story about how that happened.
Well, let's see. Mishnock Barn. You ever heard of that place? Mishnock Barn in Rhode Island. Well,
No,
it
I
used to be.
Coventry
They used
area.
to have a lot of bands and
In
stuff.
Coventry?
It's country music now.
Okay.
Now, a friend of mine back then said, hey, my friend over there said, it's a cool place. Why don't we go over to this place and check it out? Because he likes country music. So
Okay.
I said, okay, we'll go check it out. And we used to go there. Well, there was a door guy there that did the door. He was in college, you know, young guy,
Yeah.
sort of. And he said, we got to talking. He found out I played the guitar, and he played. And he says about his band, and he said, we have a band, and there's a woman that fronts the band. And he says, why don't you come over here and come sometime in to the jam session? And I kept putting him off for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was working in New Haven, living in Plainfield. Okay, and so I had to go to New Haven every day and back, and so it
And
was
the
a long
gym was in
trip.
Warwick, Rhode Island, so.
And I had 3 kids to take care of. My ex-wife took off and left me with 3 kids.
Nice. Nice of her to do that, wasn't it?
They haven't seen her since, but that's good. Sort of.
That's because God gave you this.
Yeah, well, see, you know what? He said you should come over there. And finally, I said, Self, you need to go over there, okay? So it was on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And so I went over there, and I played. And so I went back again. But that's where I met her.
Yeah.
My honey.
Was it love
I
at
was-
first sight?
Almost, sort of.
it was definitely really like at first sight.
Lust at first sight.
She liked
A
because
little
I
bit of
didn't
that
drink
too.
too
A little
much.
bit of that too.
She liked it because I didn't drink so much.
Yeah,
Well-
I noticed, I'll tell you what he would, if he even ordered a drink, what he would leave in his glass, if I was still drinking, I'd have been over there going, you're going to finish that? That's
Right,
shame-
right,
Shame
right,
to
right,
waste
right,
that.
Right.
I would have
That's-
been cleaning up after him,
Right.
so, yeah. So we started to talk.
So my audience knows that I'm a non-drinker. I've been in an anonymous program for a really long time, and when I'd known you for years before I knew anything about your drinking. So it was such a blessing to have a sisterhood as well as in music as well. I want to say one more time about our cancer thing is the 30th of April.
We start early,
And
1
I-
o'clock.
1
we're
o'clock in
supposed
the
to play.
afternoon. Go on Crush Cancer on Facebook. Guys, go grab us a song. I'll talk a little bit more about this. We're out of time. We're out
We're
of
going to
time.
do an instrumental then?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said?
please.
Okay.
Just take us
All
out with
right.
a song. I love these guys. I'll have them back so we can talk more. I'm so sorry that we're out of time. It happens every single week. Maybe we should
It's
take
okay.
this show
Caught
on
again.
the road. What do you think of that?
I think
Actually, I've heard. Listen, I've heard that this show can be looked at live on Facebook. We can do a live Facebook thing. My new intern has just told me that we can do this live Facebook thing. So I'm going to use him in many ways, helping me to learn more about things. And these guys are going to take us out with a song. And I'm going to see y'all next week. Until then, God bless and have a really great week. Bye-bye.
1, 2, 1, 2. You ready, baby? He ain't ready. Come on, mister. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.